So, Kensington Palace thought they had something special this week with their big Four Seasons video featuring Kate Middleton, but let's be honest, it landed with a dull, embarrassing thud. The hype was high, the anticipation palpable, but alas, the result was a spectacular letdown. The Duchess of Cambridge's latest venture, a voiceover commentary about the importance of nature, centered on the theme of spring, fell flat on its face. The silence that followed was deafening. It was as if the collective royal watchers held their breath, waiting for something, anything, to stir their interest. But the moment never came. Even the most ardent royalists, who would typically leap at the chance to sing praises, held back. They refused to hype it up, and that, my dear listeners, speaks volumes. In a world where authenticity and genuine passion are the currency of impactful projects, Kate Middleton's Four Seasons endeavour felt like a desperate imitation. It lacked the spark, the charisma, the fire. It felt scripted, rehearsed, and dare I say, soulless. It was as if the Duchess was parodying herself, trying on a role that was simply not meant for her. Social media, the unforgiving critic that it is, was quick to pick the project apart. Even the Royalist column in the Daily Beast, known for its balanced views, couldn't help but mock the video. The eco-conscious Queen act did not sell. It was clear to all that this was nothing more than a PR stunt, a hollow attempt at creating an image that simply did not stick. The lack of authenticity was glaring. It's not the first time the Duchess has tried to mimic the impactful initiatives of others, but each attempt just exposes the lack of genuine passion and purpose. It's painfully obvious. You can't fake charisma. Kate Middleton's Four Seasons project is the definition of pointless. Even her own supporters can't muster up the energy to pretend otherwise. It's time for the palace to accept it. Forcing Kate into these laughable PR projects only exposes the lack of authenticity behind the shiny royal facade. Even the most die-hard royalists refuse to hype it up, and that speaks volumes. But can we be real for a second? This isn't just a flop, it's another desperate attempt by Kate Middleton to copy Meghan Sussex. Now let's delve into this a bit further. It's no secret that Meghan has a knack for creating successful, impactful projects. Projects that resonate with people, that inspire, that make a difference. Meghan's initiatives are driven by genuine passion, a sense of purpose, and an undeniable charisma. They're not just projects, they're movements. Compare that to Kate's efforts. They're like a poorly done paint by numbers of Meghan's masterpieces. You see, when Kate tries to mimic Meghan's initiatives, the result is, well, less than stellar. It's like trying to recreate a Michelin-starred dish with a recipe but lacking the chef's touch. The ingredients might be the same, but the result is far from it. Take the Four Seasons project, for instance. It's clear as day. There's a distinct lack of authenticity, a void where passion should be. It's as if Kate is going through the motions, following a script, but failing to bring the heart into it. And it shows. It really shows. And it's not just a one-off thing. Time and again, Kate has tried to follow in Meghan's footsteps, to replicate her success. But each attempt only highlights the glaring differences between the two. The authenticity, the passion, the charisma. These are not things you can fake. They're not things you can script. And they're certainly not things you can copy. It's almost like watching a parody, a cringe-worthy attempt at imitation that falls flat on its face. It's reminiscent of a sitcom scenario, something straight out of a 30 Rock episode, where the character tries too hard and fails hilariously. Except this isn't a sitcom, and the stakes are much higher. So, while Kate continues to mimic Meghan's success, it's clear that she's missing the crucial ingredients. The authenticity, the passion, the charisma, these are intangibles that can't be replicated. And until she finds her own, her attempts will continue to feel like a parody. But unlike Meghan, who brings genuine passion and charisma to her projects, Kate's awkward nature lessons feel like a cringeworthy parody, something straight out of a 30 Rock episode. Social media has already picked it apart, and even the Royalist column in the Daily Beast was brave enough to openly mock the video. Indeed, the response from social media was swift and scathing. From Twitter threads to Instagram stories, the digital sphere was abuzz with criticisms of the Four Seasons project. Users highlighted the apparent lack of genuine passion, with many pointing out that Kate's eco-conscious message felt forced and insincere. Notably, the reaction wasn't just limited to the everyday social media user. High-profile commentators and influencers weighed in as well, their comments echoing the sentiments of the masses. The consensus was clear. The video was a miss, a hollow attempt at relevance that failed to resonate with the public. What's more, the media was equally unsparing. The Royalist column in the Daily Beast, known for its fair and balanced reporting, openly derided the project. The column highlighted the stark contrast between Kate's contrived nature lessons and Meghan's authentic initiatives, further underscoring the lack of originality in the Four Seasons video. There were also numerous think pieces, blog posts, and op-eds dissecting the video, each offering a critique more biting than the last. The media landscape was a chorus of disapproval, united in their rejection of the video's faux eco-conscious message. Even among the Royalists, those dedicated fans of the monarchy, support was conspicuously absent. Instead of the usual fervour, there was a notable silence, a reluctance to champion a project so evidently lacking in substance. This collective dismissal underscores a broader issue. The royal family, known for its carefully crafted public image, has failed to convince its audience of Kate's supposed eco-conscious leanings. The public isn't buying into this narrative, and the backlash is a testament to their discernment. No one is buying this eco-conscious Queen act because it's clear this is nothing more than another soulless, scripted PR stunt. The verdict is in, and it's not in Kate's favour. This isn't about a single failed project, but a pattern of inauthenticity that the public is increasingly unwilling to accept. And let's not ignore the fact that this isn't the first time Kate has tried to mimic Meghan's authentic, impactful initiatives. Indeed, it's a pattern that's becoming as predictable as the changing of the guard outside Buckingham Palace. Time and again, we see Kate Middleton attempting to emulate the poise, the passion, the purpose of Meghan Sussex. Yet, each attempt falls flat, a hollow echo of the original. Take, for instance, the now infamous Heads Together campaign. While it was a noble idea in theory, the execution was lackluster at best. Kate's involvement felt forced, her speeches scripted, and her passion, frankly, non-existent. Compared to Meghan's heartfelt work on mental health, especially in the youth sector, it was a stark contrast that didn't go unnoticed. Then there was the disastrous foray into the world of fashion. We all recall Meghan's successful charity clothing line, don't we? A project that combined her love for fashion with her commitment to empowering women. When Kate attempted to follow suit, the result was a poorly executed collection that lacked the authenticity and heart that Meghan's project had in spades. And who could forget the infamous cookbook debacle? Meghan's Together Our Community cookbook was a celebration of community, diversity, and unity. Kate's attempt to replicate this success, a cookbook that seemed more focused on her image than the cause it was supposed to support. This pattern of failure is not just about Kate's inability to match up to Meghan's charisma. It's a reflection of a deeper issue, a lack of authenticity, a lack of passion, an inability to connect in a genuine way with the causes she champions. Every time Kate tries to mimic Meghan, it only serves to highlight these shortcomings. It's a stark reminder that you can't manufacture authenticity, you can't script passion, and charisma, well, you either have it or you don't. But every time she tries, it's painfully obvious. You can't fake passion, you can't fake purpose, and you certainly can't fake charisma. Kate Middleton's Four Seasons project is the definition of pointless, and even her own supporters can't muster up the energy to pretend otherwise. A harsh but honest verdict on a project that was supposed to elevate the Duchess's profile, but instead has only served to highlight her lack of authenticity and originality. The overwhelming response, or rather lack thereof, from even the most fervent royalists is a damning indictment of the project's failure. Even those who usually champion every move made by the Duchess of Cambridge found it hard to muster any enthusiasm for this lackluster initiative. The silence is deafening, and it speaks volumes more than any critique ever could. This isn't the first time Kate has tried to emulate Meghan's success, and once again her attempt has fallen flat. She's tried to step into shoes that simply do not fit. Meghan Sussex brings a genuine passion and charisma to her projects that Kate has been unable to replicate. You can't fake passion, you can't fake purpose, and you certainly can't fake charisma. These are qualities that are either inherent or nurtured over time, not hastily cobbled together for a PR stunt. The critique from social media and even the traditional press has been brutal. but it's not unwarranted. The Four Seasons project was not just a flop, it was a glaring exposure of the lack of substance behind the shiny royal facade. This isn't just about one failed project, it's a symptom of a bigger issue. The royal family's insistence on forcing Kate into these laughable PR projects is not doing her any favours. In the end, it's not just about the failure of one project, it's about the failure of the palace to recognise the need for authenticity and passion in their public initiatives. It's time for the palace to accept it. Forcing Kate into these laughable PR projects only exposes the lack of authenticity behind the shiny royal facade.